friends, welcome back to Carrie's Kitchen. Tonight on the menu is homemade corn dogs. So who doesn't like corn dogs? Come on. So it's a kid favorite, but also let's admit it's a parent favorite too. My husband loves them. When we go to the fair, it's the first thing we go to is to go check out the corn dogs. So I'm going to try a new recipe tonight and make our own version here at home. So I thought I'd take you along on the journey. So I don't have this memorized, so I have my little cheat sheet here. So I'm going to mix the dry ingredients and then pour the wet ingredients in with the dry. And I have a pot on the back heating up with oil to about 350 degrees. You want the oil at. So we're going to start with the yellow cornmeal. So we have some cornmeal here. And we want 1.5 cups. And I got these nice cups. My husband bought these from Pioneer Woman. So they have like 1.5 cups, 2-cup measuring cups, and those come in handy. So we'll do 1.5 cups of the yellow cornmeal. Don't mind the house, it's just a nut house here. And then, alright, so we are just making the dry part of our batter. So in this bowl I have 1.5 cups of yellow cornmeal. So to that I'm going to add flour, just all-purpose flour. I'm adding 1 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. And then it calls for 1/4 cup sugar. I love these big containers for flour and sugar. Alright, sugar, and then it calls for a tablespoon of baking powder. Not baking soda, baking powder. Tablespoon, right? Yeah. I'm sure this is kind of what's going to make them puff up around the hot dog. Yummy delicious. And then a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So I'm just going to do a pinch. Okay, so that is the dry ingredients. Let me just get something to mix that up with. Oh, I'm already getting flour all over myself. So this is a fun idea. You know, kids love it. It's a good party thing to make for parties, birthday parties, get-togethers. You have a themed party and get together, and hopefully once all this COVID crap ends, right, we can start having get-togethers and just have get-togethers. So we mixed up the dry ingredients, and now we're going to do the wet ingredients. So it calls for 1 3/4 cup buttermilk. I had a little bit of buttermilk left over. I don't think I have very much left over. Not even 1/2 cup. So I'm just going to do regular milk. I have whole milk. I always buy the whole milk for the kids because they need that healthy fat. And I try to buy organic vitamin D milk, whole milk, because that really has all of the nutrients not stripped out of it. So that was 1, and then I have to do 3/4 cup. That was our cameras going up. I don't know what they're saying. So 1 3/4 cup buttermilk if you have it. If not, you can just use whole milk. You try to have that good, thicker whole milk flavor to it. And then to the buttermilk, we're going to add 1 egg, 1 large egg. And our dog is whining to come in. Why is it always around dinner time? It's always Nutsoville. Alright, and then it calls for a tablespoon of olive oil. Or whatever oil you have on hand. And then a tablespoon of honey. And we might add a little bit more than a tablespoon because we like things extra sweet around here, right? A little extra honey never hurt nobody. Alright. That might have been a couple tablespoons.
Good. They are really, really healthy too.
Yes.
I already ate them.
She just eats them just like that.
Yes.
With a little salt and pepper. So just gonna, don't mind the noise in the background. Our youngest is playing video games. It's crazy around here. I'm just gonna mix the wet ingredients. Break up that egg, mix the honey, and I don't know why that honey's like clumping, probably because it's cold, the milk and stuff. Alright, so you mix that together and then we're gonna add it to the dry ingredients and make our batter.
Oh my gosh, can I have?
Sure.
Yeah.
My husband's gonna try not to show this part of the kitchen because it's real life here in the Karen household and it's very messy and lots of dishes. So I'm gonna pour this into here. And do you want to mix?
I guess.
Okay. Pour in the wet into the dry. If you notice, I'm doing a pourable cup. Well, this is the honey. It kind of is gelling up because of the coldness. But mix that honey up into the dry ingredients. Okay, go ahead, Ava.
Then you put them in a cup.
Yep, and then we're going to pour this after she mixes it into a long cup. I'm going to just scooch you over, Ava. I have to check the dishwasher to get a clean cup because I cleaned out my teenager's room and brought up half of our dishes upstairs. And he hasn't emptied out the dishwasher yet. So we have limited clean dishes at the moment. And tons of dishes. But it's called real life, right? Carrie's Kitchen, real life. Alright. How you doing? Feeling good?
Yeah.
So the hot dogs, let me get those out of the fridge. I can find them out. Hello? Hello? I've just got plain regular beef hot dogs here. You can use turkey hot dogs, whatever kind of hot dogs you want. And you're going to want to dry them off. This is a clean, relatively clean towel. I don't have any more paper towel. So you want to dry the hot dogs off. And then I don't have like the pokey sticks. I just have popsicle sticks. And so we're going to stick those in the hot dog, see if that'll work. Hopefully it'll work, you think?
Yeah, that should be.
Or should I use those skewers?
I don't know. We can try
The
that.
skewers are like so big that
too small.
it'll poke up through the top. Oh my
Oh, I
gosh.
think they're over here. How's that? Is that all mixed up, Ava?
I don't know.
Let's scrape the bottoms and tops.
Make sure you got it all mixed up good. And that
I'm
honey.
scraping the bottom.
So maybe we won't use popsicle sticks. Maybe we'll use skewers.
But they are way too big.
Well, we can always cut them. I just want a little bit more to hold on to at the end here. So I think we'll do skewers instead of the popsicle sticks because you don't have very long to hang on to. So let's just go and put our hot dogs on the skewers. And then if you want to bust them off, or you can leave them that long, I think I'm going to bust off just a little bit or cut off the end. And then we can have our oil heating at 350 on the oven.
Gosh.
And then you just want to fry about 3 at a time. You don't want to let the temperature
Am
drop.
I done?
Yep. You don't want the temperature of the oil to drop too quickly. And so, did I squirt something at you? Tall drinking glass. You want to pour the batter into there. That's why I picked this container, because hopefully it'll be easier to pour in here. So I think That should be enough to coat the hot dog.
Can I taste
You take,
it?
no, got raw egg, and you will eventually. You take your hot dog in the skewer, you stick it in there, and I may have to tip it. And then you just kind of want to twirl it while it comes up.
Put it in.
And then you kind of just let the excess drip. And I might have my heat too high. I always have it a little too high. Okay, and then we're just going to drop it in. It always burns me.
It looks like a corn dog already.
Yeah, you just have to fry them till they're nice and golden brown and cooked through.
Really, it looks like a corn dog right now.
Too many things going on at once here. Ooh, it's already golden brown.
Guys,
Can you hold that, Tommy? I'm gonna get a rack ready to drain off.
so this was a nut in the thing that I just ate. I forgot what they are called. What?
Avocado.
Yeah, so my avocado was round, so this big, huge, round nut was in it. It's really, really gross. These
All right.
old ones up here.
It's a little dark, but that's okay. So when you're taking them out of the batter, you try to twirl them, just so evenly distribution. Let the excess drip, and then it says to hold it there for about 5 to 7 minutes so it seals, or seconds, and then you drop it. So this process goes quick. So if you get everything ready ahead of time, so everything's ready, that'd be your best bet. So twirl off the excess, let the excess batter drip off. And then we're going to hold them there for a few seconds to let it seal. It's bubbling up. Ooh. Do you think the heat is still too hot? Or is it getting on the dark side? But it could be the oil too. We have a little bit older oil in there. And you want to just dry the hot dogs off so the batter sticks to them better. And so again, just twist while you're lifting the corn dogs. Let that drip off the excess. And then we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and drop her in. Ooh, they smell good. We're going to try the one with the popsicle holder. Let that excess stuff drip off batter. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, drop them. And pause it. Okay, so we're all done frying up the corn dogs. Like I said, they go pretty fast, so making sure you have everything ready. Unlike we did, we started frying before we had all of the hot dogs skewered. so they go really quick. And don't get the heat too high, otherwise they'll get a little too dark. Ours got a little darker brown, but they'll still be good. And you can smell them. They smell like the corn dogs at the carnival, so yum. So tonight with the corn dogs, I'm going to serve the kids up Arby's curly fries. I found these at Walmart, and I also found them at Lee's today at the grocery store. Yep. So we got an air fryer. My husband got me an air fryer for Valentine's Day, so I was going to show you really quick how to make these curly fries. So we got the double one. So you just turn it on, you press 1, we're going to do number 1, and then it asks for air fry, roast, reheat, or dehydrate. So we want to air fry. And then we're going to put it up to 400. It can only go to 390 or 400. That's as high as it can go. And then you're going to select the time. And you can't go off the time on the bags because otherwise they'll burn. So So you always it always tells 20 minutes, but you want to go down to about 10 minutes for most frozen things like corn dogs or french fries or chicken nuggets or pizza rolls. You just want to do 10 minutes at 400. So that's all you do, and you open up this container, and then probably put this whole container in, because these are really good. They taste just, and I might have to split those between the two baskets here. You don't want to overfill, so we're just going to split those between the two. As you can see, nice layer curly fries in there, and a nice layer of curly fries in number 2. And this is a nice option because you can cook 2 different things at one time. If you want to put nuggets or something in here for a quick lunch and fries or tater tots, you can do that. So there's 10, and so then you press start, and this one starts cooking. It's like a engine. So now we're going to do number 2. Same thing. You're going to air fry, temperature to 400, and then the time. We're going to go down to 10 minutes, and then we're going to press start. And then they're both are cooking at the same time. And the nice thing about this, like maybe halfway through, you can just open it, shake it up, put it back in there. You don't have to touch or change anything. And I like to do that when I'm cooking things. I like to shake them up just so they get evenly cooked and crispy. But they turn out just like the restaurant with half the calories because you're not using oil and you're using air, and they're super good. Quick, easy lunches for the kids, or a quick, easy dinner for the kids, and we're going to play with it more, so we'll come at you with some more recipes and different things we cook in there. We're going to try some vegetables and maybe some chicken in there later this week or weekend. So I'll come and I'll show you the corn dogs. Woo! Like I said, they got a little dark at first. I had the heat a little too high, but then they came out nice golden brown. And you can see that cornmeal. This one's got an ear to it. But that's okay. They'll be super delicious with those Arby's french fries. And we'll take a picture and we'll post it and let you see the finished product. So I think that's it, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time.